Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 4.5 Marks. I am doing a one-man episode for right now. There'll be kind of a little bit of a series. I'll be doing a review of, as the title will suggest, Best of the Super Juniors 29. Now, one thing about me is I absolutely love New Japan. I'm a huge fan of cruiserweights and junior weights. Being Rey Mysterio as one of my favorites, Kenny Omega started in that division. I've always been a huge fan. And I've always loved the Best of the Junior tournament because it's been wild, and especially some of the winners have been some of my favorites, like Jushin Thunder Liger, Pegasus Kid, so on and so forth. But I want to kind of break down everything. I have not finished night one yet, but we're going to talk about today is kind of a little bit of predictions that I have and kind of a breakdown of the competitors. So starting with Block A, Ryusuke Tagachi. He used to be a part of Apollo with Finn Balor, or Prince Devitt. Junior weight tag champion's been around for a long time. Kind of a comedic wrestler, but when that man can go, he can go. And so he's been in it a couple times, so it'll be interesting to see. Sho and Yo are both in it, now former tag team, now split up, and Sho is now part of House of Torture, which is a sub-faction of the Bullet Club, and he's been doing good. He's been showing that real aggressive side, and it's been interesting to see his development. They disbanded the team last year, and he hasn't really done much. He's right now part of the 6-man Never Open Tag Champions. But aside from that, he just, he had a good showing last year. But yeah, nothing much. And same thing for Yo. Yo hasn't really done anything. He had a really good showing last year. I think he made it to the finals, where he ultimately lost to El Desperado. But over, he's a good competitor, so we'll see what this year brings for both of them. Clark Connors, he is from the New Japan Dojo. He from the LA Dojo. He's been really good. I've seen some of his stuff before. Again, I've already watched night one, and we'll get into that, but he does not disappoint. Next is, of course, the wild man in every Best of Super Junior, Hiromu Takahashi. Hiromu I love. He has a very aggressive, hard style, super good. There's a story a couple years back when he won Best of Super Juniors. Will Ospreay was when he was still in the junior weights, he was the champion, and Ospreay didn't compete in the Best of Super Juniors that year, so it's like, are you really the best? Let's find out. And Hiromu beat him, won the title at Wrestle Kingdom, and then got injured right after. Next is Kanamaru. He's been with the company a long time. He's kind of a pseudo-legend there. He's done really good work. He was with Suzuki-gun, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's really good stuff. The next person I was really excited for, it's Impact's representative. Impact hasn't had a representative in a long time, and that's Ace Austin, who is the current X Division champion, which for Impact, the X Division is kind of their cruiserweight title, but not really, because any weight class can go for it, as we've seen with Samoa Joe, with Jake Something, with Steve Macklin. But Ace Austin, he's really good. He's really on top of his game. Like, he's just really, really good. Alex Zane, he's part of the Stray Dogs Army. He's been doing stuff with Bateman. I can't remember the other guy's name in New Japan Strong US. And they've he was part of the WWE, which I can't really remember. I don't even think he made it to TV. He was part of the NXT and then got released. The only thing I really know about him is that apparently he eats Taco Bell 5 to 6 times out of the week, and a lot of his moves are named after Baja Blast, or like named after Taco Bell menu items. So he has like the Baja Blast. He does the Spiral Tap, which is like the cinnamon twist. Next up is Francesco Akira. He is the newest member of the United Empire, which, if you don't know, the United Empire is Will Ospreay's faction. It's him, TJP, Jeff Cobb, Great O'Khan, He has a tag team from Rev Pro, which I'm not too familiar with, but who knows, maybe we'll see him in World Tag League this year. And then this guy. And then B. Priestley was in there before she went to NXT UK. But again, I've seen Night One. He has a really good showing. It's really, really good, really impressive work that he does. And then last but not least in Block A is Taiji Ishimori, who has been junior weight. He's the current junior weight tag champion. No, he's not. Never mind. That's a mistake by me. But he's a former junior weight tag champion. He's a former IWGP junior weight champion, and he's super good. He's the Bone Soldier, part of Bullet Club. And man, this guy can go. Like, ever since I first saw him in New Japan, I was like, I love this guy. I love the moves he does, his presence, the way he does things. He now usually teams up with what's his name? El Fantasma, and they're the Bullet Club's cutest tag team. So I like that. It's funny. But we're gonna see a really good showing from him. I don't remember if he's won previously. I feel like he might have, but at the same time, I don't think so. But that's it for Block A. Now time for Block B. Block B starts off with Master Wato. He's a newer guy, part of, he went through the Young Lion Dojo, everything, and now went through Excursion and everything. So now he's been on New Japan featured for, I think, 2 years now. He and Ryusuke are the junior weight tag champions. And it's funny because they are the 69th champion, which if you know anything about numerology, you'll understand, which is their gimmick of why 69 is the most important number. Next up is Robbie Eagles, who used to be teamed up with Will Ospreay. Robbie Eagles was also part of the Bullet Club, or he was part of Bullet Club, left, teamed with Ospreay, and then Ospreay turned heel and everything. But Robbie Eagles, really good talent. Tyne, I believe he's from CMLL. He's the next competitor, or he's from AAA. I'm pretty sure CMLL. But another good talent. I haven't seen much of him. I've heard really good things, so I'm excited to see him. Next up is Bushi, a part of LIJ. Bushi's always competed, but he's never won. So we'll see what kind of year he has. I always like his gear. I always like the gimmick he does. So El Desperado won last year, and I was really excited because I'm a huge fan of his, huge fan of the gimmick, huge fan of his work rate. And he finally won it, and then won the IWGP title. And it was a really good story after he won it, because him and Hiromu have kind of been rivals for a long time now. And he couldn't call himself the champion or the face of the division until he beat Hiromu. Hiromu was the guy. It's kind of reminiscent of the whole Jericho Eddie Kingston feud at the beginning, where Jericho's like, I'm the big one. The title's not the big one. I am. So similar to that, and it was pretty cool. So I like El Desperado a lot. Next is Doki. I'll be honest, I'm not too familiar with Doki. I've seen some of his work. I'm not too impressed with him. That's just me personally. He's part of New Japan, so he's better than most. So we'll just kind of see what happens. Now there's this next guy, El Lindman. I don't really know much about him. I don't know where he's from. I don't know anything. I want to say he might be from Noah. But he has a really good look to him. He looks very strong. So I'm excited to see how the tournament plays out and what it kind of does. Next is Wheeler Yuda from AEW. So Yuda's been a good talent, trained by Chuck E.T. Is now part of was with Best Friends and technically Chaos, I guess. But now he's with Blackpool Combat Club with Regal, Moxley, Danielson. So him getting this kind of different feel where he's a little bit more aggressive, but still yet technical. I'm excited to see him in this tournament, especially because he is the Pure champion, which I did not expect him to win the Ring of Honor Pure title. But yeah, he did, and we'll just kind of see what he does with it and how he does in this tournament. I think, we'll get into that later. Next is TJ Perkins. He's been with New Japan Strong. He was in the Super J Cup. When was that? 2020? Yeah, I think. Yeah, 2020. He was in Super J Cup. Good showing. He's impressive first of the new era WWE Cruiserweight Champion. So he's done some good stuff. I'm excited to see him in this tournament. And then after him, again, last but not least, in Block B is El Fantasmo, part of Bullet Club, a Headbanger Club. He has a good gimmick. I like his entrance a lot. He's him and TJP. Like, it's funny, they're gonna compete because they're in the same block. They have fans are saying like, oh, they're gonna see who's the more douchey of the two, because TJP, since turning heel and joining United Empire, has been kind of a douche. But we'll see what happens. So I'm excited for all that. So predictions, I think Show or Yo is gonna win, just straight up. They haven't really had anything. They've been feuding since they broke up and everything, but they haven't really done. Nothing big has happened for them after feuding. It's just like, we broke up and now they're fizzling. So I think one of them is going to win. I think Yo is going to win, have the face win. I think Wheeler Yuta is going to have a really impressive showing in his first time up here. I think he's going to do fantastic. Time's going to be, I think, a guy that we watch out for, and so same with the Elite Man. TJP is just going to prove that he is one of the best overall, and I hope that leads to him being used more. And then Ace Austin, man, Ace Austin is the man, and I hope they start using him more for the junior weight stuff. So that's my predictions for it.